We love game shows. We got 1 minute. Can we do the daily crossword? Top 10 Nintendo antagonists in a yellow and purple overalls. Wario. One end of a battery. Minus 10 in an Olympic swimming pool. What X can mean? Hawaiian Island seen from the West Shore. Oh God, I don't know. Unwrinkles as a dress shirt. You iron it. Irons. No, that's not it. RN. That's the wrong thing. Ah! Ah! Bottom 10. Ah! Ah! Go for a stroll. That's a walk. Kill. That's not it. Oh my God, the most stressful puzzle of all time. Ah! Okay, let's watch. Future Game Show, baby. I love the Future Game Show. Let's see what we got. Let me update my category. I don't think I'm in the right category right now. There we go. Should be good. I didn't even get to finish my crossword. Best YouTube intro ever, right?
Hey everybody, and welcome to the Future
How's it
Game
sound?
Show at Gamescom, presented by Sid Meier's Civilization 7. I'm Ned Luke, though. You might know me best as 2013's Father of the Year, Michael DeSanta from Grand Theft Auto 5. And I'm here today to run you guys through a boatload of exclusive video game news. But every big score requires partners in crime. And thankfully, I got one of the best in the business here. How you doing, Alex?
I mean,
Hurry up
my
already,
God.
huh?
So good to be here. Howdy to the folks at home. My name is Alex McKenna, and I played the ruthless outlaw Sadie Adler in Red Dead Redemption 2. Ned and I could probably deliver a mean seminar on virtual robbery, but we've got a red-hot haul of video game trailers
Dango!
to show you instead.
That's right, and over the next
What up,
90
Havoc? What
minutes,
up,
you
Lynette?
can expect
What up,
world
Dildo?
premieres,
What up, Scrap?
developer
What up, Backstreet Bitch?
presentations,
What up,
and
Dangle?
gameplay deep dives on the
What
most
up, Jimbo?
exciting upcoming games.
Yeah, we'll also have plenty to
What up,
share
Jazzy?
about Civilization 7 as part of our collaboration
Welcome
with
in,
the team
Dangle
at Firaxis
Gamers.
Games.
What up,
But
Agnosis?
more on that later.
Yeah.
Chat,
for now,
follow
just
Dangle.
do me a favor and be cool.
I'm trying to
all
not
right?
talk
Get
too
comfy.
much.
Make sure you
We're
got a
here to
lot of
see new
popcorn
games
within
with you.
arm's reach because
Yeah,
our
new
first world
games,
premiere
Gritty
is
on the
coming
Raiders.
up now.
Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. We're watching the Future Game Showcase. Dango, I hope the stream was great. Thanks for trusting me, the gamers, as always. New Orleans. They call. Oh, it's Civ 7. I love Civ 7. Welcome in, everyone. Chat, follow Dango. One of my favorite creators on this platform. Does a lot of Kaizo Mario, a lot of indie games as well with good variety. Dango is everywhere. Make sure you follow them. Great creator. And thank you for trusting me with the community. It's also a little loud, but that's fine. I am so excited for Crypt Custodian. I've had a copy of it for like 2 weeks, but it's under a strict embargo, so I haven't played it yet. But I'm so excited for Crypt Custodian. That game is going to be so good. Mars Attracts. Is this like Destroy All Humans kind of?
Well, how about that for an opener? Mars Attracts is a park builder based in the Mars Attacks universe, and it's coming in 2025, so make sure it's on your wish lists.
Next up, we've got brand new gameplay from Spine, the Gun Fu action epic. Check out this trailer, soundtrack by John Wick composer Le Castlevania.
Tensor, an autocratic AI controlling our city.
But yeah, welcome in, everyone. I love
Took over
watching
the government
showcases
and let
with
the
chat
gangs tear the place apart.
because I don't have to do
They've
much.
taken my brother.
It's
It's
easy
time
content.
to fight.
Redline, I got your back. Always.
Instantly, this reminds me of Sifu. Use Reach Sports 7. Thank you for playing Monopoly Go. We're also sponsored by Monopoly Go right now because I need money. If you've never played Monopoly Go and you feel like making me some money, exclamation mark Monopoly Go. But I don't expect anyone to play it if they don't want to. This game looks pretty sick. I would suck at it. Find game shows that you cringe. See you, monk. Spine. Wishlist now at spine.com.
Spine is coming to PC and consoles, so get it on your wish lists. And keep in mind that you can find all of the games featured in today's show on our official Steam page. I mean, just type Future Game Show into your search engine and click on our Steam page.
Okay, well, this next game is a mixed media shooter where players embark on an expedition to Atlantis.
Is this
Let's check out
that Mickey Mouse game?
Explorator.
Nope, not it. I like the graphics, though, immediately. I like lines for generations. Explorations have traveled the world, or explorators have traveled the world. Yeah, Jazzy, when he said that, I didn't recognize the name immediately, but that voice. Looking for relics of ancient civilizations. Ned Luke, is that what he said his name was? Or is it Luke Ned? Now they're preparing for the greatest expedition of all time. Oh, mama. What is this? Play an adventurer. I mean, I guess I could. Searching for Atlantis. Okay. Descend into the abyss. You have me on the plot. Just show me some gameplay. Find wonderful treasures. It sounds like a roguelike. Now on Kickstarter. Demo available on Steam. I'll write that down. The Explorator.
The Explorator is coming soon, but
Explorator?
there's a demo on Steam
I can't even say
right
it.
now if you want to check it out.
All right, 4X fans, you've waited long enough. It's time for your first taste of Sid Meier's
What was
Civilization 7.
what was the shooty
Let's take a
Sifu
look
game?
at the first live-action trailer.
The shooty Sifu game. What was that one called? Spine?
Throughout our history,
Spine,
ordinary
thank you.
people
Spine.
have done
Writing that one down.
extraordinary things.
Dude, this just makes me want to play Civilization
illuminating our
6
potential.
so bad. Talking about Civ 7. I just want to play Civ
They
6.
inspired movements,
Michael's heist money must have run out.
created the impossible.
Like, I don't
And
stream
destroyed
Civilization.
the
I haven't
indestructible.
played it in a while.
Ordinary people chose to change the world.
That's my
chose
little
to
gun
dream,
to clean my PC.
build,
I haven't played it in a while, but
to always hope. And if there's hope for one of us,
so
there's
good.
hope for us all. Now it's your
Love
turn
Civ.
to
I suck
reimagine
at it, but I love it.
civilization and build something you believe in.
Is she the narrator? February 11th, 2025?
You may have heard a familiar voice in that trailer, and that's because Gwendolyn Christie will star as the narrator in Civilization 7.
Gwendolyn
Now,
Christie
let's pass it over to the
is the
development team for
narrator.
even more exciting news about the game.
February 11th. I ain't gonna stream it, but I'll play it.
Civilization 7 has been a lift. We've been doing things that were much more challenging than we've ever had in the
Pirate.
past. Ed came into this game, Ed Beach, the lead designer, with the intention
Yo, Civ 7
of
game night?
changing the
Community
way
night?
that we go about making a Civ game. He wanted to shift it slightly in one direction or the other, and
Oh,
make
man.
it so that our fans can't really lay out and predict exactly what we're going to be doing. One of his biggest disappointments is that every time we come out with an expansion pack, every time we're talking about a new game, inevitably our fans know what we're doing because it can fall into a pattern. They know that eventually we're going to need a government here. They know that the game's going to work, X, Y, yields Z. So he wanted to change that up. And with the current design that he's delivering, combined with shipping on all platforms all at the same time, this was a lift for the team.
My name is Ed Beach, and I am the creative director for Civilization 7. I love historical strategy games, whether it's a board game or a video game. Love anything where there's a really detailed, involved map. So Civilization is the perfect game for me.
In Civilization, we're always trying to paint a positive picture of the world, highlight all of the great accomplishments that humanity has achieved and all of the different cultures across the world have achieved. That's still true in Civilization 7. We're still highlighting the best things about each leader, about each civilization, and about each time period in history.
As a lifelong history nut, I've always been drawn to the franchise as a means of playing with history and trying to recreate history, but also creating alt history. Both of them together really allow for a rich playground to overall learn more.
Who's playing
about
Civ 7
and its narrative
when it
we
comes
always
out?
want Civilization to be a snapshot of what you as a person and the empire you build to be this forward-looking, beautiful, shining light on a hill. And I think
I'll
that
do a
even
community night in
rides
Discord
even
for this
better with
game.
Civilization 7.
I ain't streaming
I
it though,
love
I'm sorry.
the new mechanics of new cultures emerging. I
Maybe
love
Burgle.
the idea that everything you build is multicultural now. Different cultures contribute to other cultures, whether you want to or not. In
You're
the real
intimidated
world,
by them?
everything you see when you look around
Just gotta
you
jump in and do it.
has been contributed to by multiple peoples and influenced throughout history by multiple cultures.
I'm so
I've
bad
always
at
loved that about
Civilization,
Civ.
but
I
it's
love
so
the fact
fun.
that it's a positive game. It's not a negative game. The whole game isn't about what's worse in humanity. It's about what's best in humanity.
Civilization 7 still has a lot of the same gameplay that fans will know and love. So there's still a lot that's going to feel really familiar. We're still highlighting the best things about each leader, about each civilization, and about each time period in history.
You will
of course,
easily
we're
spend
spinning it
thousands
in
of
a new
hours
way
in the
and
game.
adding new gameplay systems on top of it.
There's a ton of cool new stuff, and you're going to have to learn it all. It's a lot, but we feel like we're teaching it to you as you go along. And when you really dig in, you're going to see how deep this thing goes. And we're excited to say and really believe that this is the biggest Civ experience that we have ever shipped out of this studio.
I've only played Civ 6 for like 55 hours. That's baby numbers, man.
Sid Meier's Civilization 7 is coming to PC, consoles, and Switch on February 11th, 2025.
Switch?
We'll have more from Firaxis later in the show, including a special gameplay trailer, so stay tuned.
Our next game actually came out yesterday. So I imagine some of you are already playing it, right? Probably raging at bosses, Googling guides. If not, this clip might just convince you. Here's the launch trailer for Black Myth Wukong.
Did this game get past 2.3 million Steam players? Because I know day one it went up to that.
Folks in the world are bad.
More good, of course.
Then why is there always suffering? And why do the bad folks always win?
Because goodness without teeth punishes not. It only foments evil. Cleanse the world with blood and grow lotuses in it. That is your destiny.
I, the Keeper of the New West, welcome the Destined One.
The Destined One who doesn't even know what he's destined for? Those old rascals, they surely know how to name.
Tell me then, is my kind destined for extermination? You're driven by greed, not destiny.
So this is the face of the Destined One. It will fit me just as well.
Bathed in blood, yet preaching peace. Oh, you immortals, pray enlighten me. What justifies
Taking
your
your time with it.
superiority?
People seem to love it. Is it a long game? $82 bosses. Yo, there's a dragon. I think we're looking at the Game of the Year 2024 and the Jeff Keighley Awards. The Jeff Keighley Show. It's definitely Game of the Year contender. They're still in the game! Jeff Keighley ain't throwing up 5 indie games. Maybe Balatro will get up there.
Destiny and Black Myth Wukong, which is out now on PlayStation, Xbox, and PC.
Can't wait
By
for
the
the
way,
Jeff
if you're
Keighley Show in
enjoying the
December.
show, head to the link on the screen and fill out that FGS survey to have a chance at winning an iBuyPower gaming PC complete with an AMD Ryzen 7 CPU and GeForce RTX 4070
I'm good.
with over $1,500, baby.
Okay, another world premiere now. But if
I
you
don't think
watched
I
our
will.
summer showcase, you might know already what it could be.
I watch all your showcases because I get an email every time there's a new one, and I'm happy about that. A happy little guy. Don't tell Green. Or Falcus. They like frogs. Long ago, the kingdom was doomed. What is this? I don't know, but I like the aesthetic of it. Do you not have a weapon besides just your body? Croak. Wishlist now on Steam. Or be cursed. Croak.
Well, that was your first look at Croak, an indie platformer from developers who worked on Cuphead and Rick and Morty. It's coming soon to PC, so you can add it to your wish list now on Steam.
Hey, we're taking a look at Monaco 2 now, the sequel to the indie co-op heisting hit from 2013.
It's all about the joy of improvising when your best laid plans inevitably go awry. But we wouldn't know anything about that, would we, Ned?
No, absolutely not.
I am a man who
Frog
wants
games
it
are
all.
everywhere.
Money, power, respect. But do you know what I want most of all? I want Monaco. Right, let's go over the plan one
I never played
last
Monaco
time.
1.
Today's heist, like every heist, is another step toward the prize. So long.
What was he learning,
denied
Throat?
me. Cosmo
What was the little
will
guy
distract
learning?
the guards with her darling pooch. And Cicero will make sure they nap after playtime. Find Johnny the time he needs to shut down the machine. If the plan goes awry, no matter, Una will be on track.
When do babies start speaking? Typically.
And we'll walk away one step closer to the top. Or run away, as the case
Doesn't look that bad.
Heist by heist, we'll make this city ours.
I've played a couple heist games before.
We'll always be one
As in,
step
I've
ahead.
played
This
Turnipoi
is
robs a
my
bank.
City. This is my empire of crime. This
A year old when the first word happens. Damn, that's
Start
getting
getting
close.
the gang back together because Monaco 2 is coming to PC in
20 words at
2025.
age 1. 20.
We're taking a closer look at Raven's Watch now. It's
Oh!
an action roguelike from the creators of Curse of the Dead Gods.
We know Raven's Watch.
My forgotten legend.
Is it getting out of
You
early
have
access?
forgotten no more. No need to thank me.
Been in early access for almost like
See
2
how
years,
far
year and a
you've
half.
come. Back to me.
What up, 5?
To me, Raven's Watch. We've monsters to expand.
Make me proud!
The fated moment approaches.
Get ready. Sean. you have become. Show the world what I
Darkest Dungeon Crawler? Nah, this is Raven's Watch, shiny. It's been in early access for like a year and a half. Oh, it fully releases September 26th. Let's leave it early access next month.
Raven's Watch is launching later this year, but it's available now in early access if you can't wait to play it.
Now we've got a new trailer for Zero Space, a story-driven, real-time strategy game built
made
with
by the people that made
consultations
Curse
from
of the Dead
professional
Gods.
StarCraft players.
We were not the first out here. And we will not be the last. We will do everything in our power to protect humankind.
Time flies.
Standing
Yep.
with the Keeper Council.
Year and a
we
half.
evolve our strategies to stave off the
It's been
never-ending
so long.
threats.
Time
Yet
flies.
Sacrifices
We're old.
must be made. Our enemies and allies alike watch with hungry eyes, ready to betray and undermine. And still, we must move forward together.
Campaign where your choices matter, game shape and abilities.
Every decision has a consequence.
Kind of reminds me of Halo
The
Wars.
choice is yours.
If anyone ever played Halo
Zero
Wars.
Space is coming soon, so get it on your wish list. You can also support the game on BackerKit to get access to the upcoming beta.
Let's keep it rolling with another world premiere. This one's an atmospheric puzzle adventure game set in the northern latitudes.
An atmospheric puzzle adventure game? Is that what they just said? Atmospheric puzzle adventure game. This reminds me, I need to play the Dredge DLC still.
Oh god, there's too many things and there's not enough time, dude.
Too many things and not enough time. Ah!
If you can talk with crowds and keep your virtue, or walk with kings, or lose the common touch. If neither foes nor loving friends can hurt you, if all men count with you but none too much, if you can fill the unforgiving minute with 60 seconds worth of distance run, yours is the earth and everything that's in it, and which is more, you'll be a man, my son.
I'm not super big into puzzle games. The last puzzle game I streamed was Cocoon a couple months ago. A couple puzzles were perplexing to me, man. I like this a bit more. Doggies are better than I've already got 3 games written down though.
Find you.
Wishlist on will.game. will.game.
All right. Will Follow the Light is coming to PC, Xbox, and PlayStation in 2025. Alex?
Story game? Yeah.
Well, I think it's about time that we bust open the ones to watch yearbook, don't you, Ned?
First up is Greedfall 2, The Dying World, which promises an even deeper RPG experience than its predecessor, if you can believe that. Let's find out more.
One to watch. Most likely to transport you to another world, Greedfall 2, The Dying World.
Garance. Welcome back to the world of Greedfall, where adventure and political intrigue await at every turn.
Greedfall 2.
Your future is in your hands as you strive to survive amidst greed and corruption. The year is 1231, 3 years before the events of
Only
Greedfall.
Monk knows this game.
You're a native of Tirfredi, and as this adventure dawns,
Have you known any
it
of
is
these
the
games,
eve of the
Catloaf?
initiation that will see you become a Donegad, a sage, a guardian of your people's knowledge, and a spiritual leader. But just as you're about to complete
No.
your sacred initiation,
Did you see,
you are abducted by strange warriors from Gakan,
Drokor,
the old continent,
early access date?
and thrown into the hull of a
In the last
monstrous tall
showcase.
ship. After a long and arduous journey at sea, you
I'm not one in the
disembark on
plain
shores
demos,
of
but
Gakhan
early
and
access.
discover this foreign
September
world
12th,
where people
early
have grown
access for
distant
Drill
from
Core.
nature
So,
and now
couple
war
weeks.
and conspire amongst themselves. You now
3
seek
weeks.
passage back to your homelands. All the while, you must thwart the plans of the terrible man who kidnapped you in the first place.
You're so bad at Drill Core.
While
Me too, don't worry.
Greedfall introduced the
Still gonna play it,
enchanted
though.
island paradise of Tearfredi, Greedfall 2 takes you beyond the island shores to the old continent of Gakhan, cradle of the factions that struggle for dominance over Tearfredi. You will explore the crowded cities of Gakhan and its various landscapes shaped by the different factions,
been a long
cultures, and
couple
traditions
days.
that have inhabited them over the centuries. You will have to decide where you stand when you inevitably become embroiled in their internal conflicts. But you will not be alone in your quest. You will quickly meet unique and memorable companions on your journey who may join your group. Discover their stories and make them a part of your group as you explore new realms together. Forge meaningful bonds, or even romances, as you
Whoa!
get closer to them and learn more about their background. You are the author of your own legend, Donigad. Choose and master the path of the sage you want to be, whether through diplomacy, bargaining, stealth, or your keen sense of observation. Your tracking vision may reveal clues in your environment. Use your talents, craft new tools, and get help from your companions to
was that
increase
stealth?
your odds of success. Of course, the use of force is always an option, to adopt as you see fit. Greedfall 2's all-new combat system puts
So
you
you
in control
sneak?
of combat more than ever before.
Throw me in the
Use
war, I'll do it.
tactical pause at any time to stop the action and plan your group strategy, either on tactical pause or in real time. You can control all the members of your group and give them instructions using action points. So it's up to you to craft the perfect tactic to defeat your enemies. Change your combat style as you progress by drawing from the wide range of skill trees offered. Choose the style that suits you best, whether you're more
God,
of a melee
it's been a
fighter
long
who
day
uses
already.
traps, a range shooter with support spells, or even a master of poisons. You can
How
even
much time
hone and
did I
develop
sleep?
your allies' fighting styles as well. Find the best synergies between your companions and overcome your enemies with the party that suits you best. Your destiny is in your own hands. Greedfall 2 is a thrilling RPG that takes you on an unforgettable adventure.
Okay, they've been on
where
this
your
for a while
choices
now.
Shape the future of your group, your people, and the world. The story is yours to write, Donny.
Best part of Starfield was having Sarah Morgan trauma dump her entire life on you, and then you're like, yo, you want to fuck? And she's like, oh, not right now.
Greedfall 2 is launching into Steam Early Access on September 24th, 2024,
Hey,
with a
September
full
24th.
release coming in 2025.
Okay.
Early
now
access.
We're shifting gears to
And a
focus on
single-player game.
Kimbot, a robo buddy cop 3D platformer. Are you ready for this? Yeah. Launch trailer. Let's go.
Launch trailer? So you're saying this
Shit,
game is
Sam,
out?
What's your ID?
Lexi.
Just follow my plan and we're home free. 3, 2, 1, duck!
Creative Pumpkin Jack, I don't know that game. A new classic
Evilware
platformer.
fled to a planet. He's been building his awful army and plotting to acquire the artifact.
Bad guy's hiding in a volcano. Oh, why can't it ever be a regular beach?
Enough talk. Let's do business. We'll see if your precious idol's as strong as a real weapon.
You're in for it now, Featherface.
Ship set, Evilware's on the warpath.
Akimbot, 29th of August. Write that down. Looked okay.
Kimbot is coming to PC,
Kimbot.
PlayStation, and Xbox on August 29th, 2024.
Our friends at Antistatic Studios are here to tell you more about Phantom Line.
Looks
It's a
pretty good.
cooperative survival shooter where players hunt creepy anomalies.
Hi, it's Chris from Antisthetic Studios here. I'm excited to give you an in-depth look
Chris, you
into
look
our
tired,
upcoming
man.
game, Phantom Line. Let's dive in. Phantom Line was born out of a love for horror, tactical shooters, survival games, and immersive sims. We felt that there was no game out there that would quench our thirst for such a blend, so we decided to set out on a mission and create a unique blend like that ourselves. We were fans of all things psychological horror, creepypastas, liminal spaces, urban legends, cosmic and analog horror, we got it all. In our world, the paranormal creatures and events are called the anomalies. They leak to our dimension through rifts in space and time, causing all sorts of issues for the humanity. Inspired by their incredible imagination, we started working with some of the best SCP creators out there. They already started contributing a ton to the world and depth of the lore.
We played hours and hours of multiplayer survival games and we loved the exploration challenges, but grew tired of starving to death every few minutes. We want the core of the experience to be the preparation for the journey, not the desperate search of berries. What we also missed was the tactical angle of that experience. That's why we are preparing a choice of realistic arsenal and tactics that you can choose to hunt down and fight the anomalies. You will need to survive in a war-torn environment, cut off from reinforcements or supplies.
You can venture out alone or take your friends with you. The game is designed as a 4-player co-op, but you can complete it and have fun as a single player with a spare artificial body. We call it the Husk. We encourage players to cooperate to survive, hunt, build, and fight together.
We love open world games, where the environment feels like it has a life of its own, not waiting for the player to progress. We are building a vast open world, driven by a true emerging gameplay, with unpredictable events, ensuring that every encounter is a fresh challenge that can be solved in a number of ways. In the next demo, you will venture out into an open world in a 4-player teams. So join our Discord to stay up to date and be among the first to play it. Thanks
People
for watching.
with friends.
Enjoy the rest of the show.
Do none of you guys have friends?
One more thing I forgot to mention is that as a player, you're part of Mortville Industries. Their operations span across a wide variety of activities, but their true mission is to make sure that the general public
You guys don't have friends?
Ready, set up!
Dude, I wonder if they actually broke down his door for that, or if he just like acted that out like a
Phantom Line is coming soon to SCP.
That might be an Oscar.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Do you?
Yeah. Buckle up. Here's the latest update on Caravan Sandwich. Studio Plain Toast, post-apocalyptic driving adventure.
What's a friend?
Buckle up.
Everybody in here is a friend, right? Parasocial Parries. Parasocial Parries, please. Back it up, you guys. No. Streamer is friend. White people happy. Streamer, we're besties. Streamer, are you coming to my graduation? I'm graduating preschool. Are you my friend? Fuck you, banana. Caravan Sandwich.
Start your wish listing engines because Caravan Sandwich is coming to PC later this year.
Okay, our next section is a little different. We've teamed up with Prime Video and the Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power, to bring you a special feature covering the most exciting upcoming fantasy games.
But before we get into that, let's kick off this fantasy section with some exclusive footage from The Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power Season 2 and get a taste of the many journeys that we're going to witness.
What?
Check it out.
I thought...
Elrond, you are wired to fear this power.
When did Lord of the Rings have a
Sauron
TV
has
show?
returned. The rings may well be a ploy on his part. They must be destroyed. I need your axe, old friend.
When did they get a TV show?
You think it was
For a
only
while.
you who put yourself in my
It's gotta be like a year that we're on season 2. Everyone has said it's awful. Is it? Well, hopefully these games aren't awful then. Most anticipated fantasy games. Having a friend.
First up on our list of upcoming fantasy games,
You lost
we've
me
got
already.
a bold new RPG with an electrifying art style. Metaphor
We're
ReFantazio
so bored.
embroils players
Season
in
2
an
comes out
interactive
next week,
tournament
Colts.
for the throne that involves cursed princes, fairy familiars, forbidden magic, and faraway dungeons. Metaphor arrives from the minds behind Persona 3, 4, and 5. So as well as a beautiful UI and captivating character designs, you can expect a thrilling Shoji Meguro soundtrack and a series of life simulator systems that help to augment the profound nature of the epic journey ahead.
Persona
Thankfully,
fans,
you won't
how does
have to
this
wait
look?
too long to set off, as Metaphor ReFantazio is launching on October 11th,
Friend
2024
simulator.
for PC, PlayStation, and Xbox.
October 11th. Sorry, that's my anniversary with Cat. Can't play that.
Monster Hunter Wilds is the latest evolution in Capcom's storied lineage of creature-tackling action RPGs.
We saw
where
this
players
yesterday.
Scheme, trap, craft, and fight their way to monster mastery. Taking place across a vast
Didn't I
expanse
play
called
Persona
the
5?
Forbidden Lands,
No!
players will ride their raptor companions
playing
through this
fucking
mighty
Persona.
open world, scavenging for supplies and coming face to face with formidable Animal Kingdom
Hell
hybrids
no.
that require cunning plans and a catalogue of weapons to conquer. Fantasy fans should start sharpening their wits and their weapons because Monster Hunter
Another
Wilds is coming to
bald
PC
Canadian?
and consoles in 2025.
There's other bald Canadians?
10 years on from Dragon Age Inquisition, BioWare's legendary high fantasy series has returned.
Dragon Age fans!
In Dragon Age The Veilguard, players step into the shoes of Rook, a customizable protagonist who must investigate perilous landscapes to rally a ragtag crew
Another
against
indie
enormous
Metroidvania.
beasts and egg-headed elven gods
What do you guys
hell-bent
got
on
against indie
tearing down
Metroidvania
the veil
games?
between worlds. Can you stop the realm from being torn asunder? Find out when Dragon Age The Veilguard launches later this year on PC, PlayStation, and Xbox.
Fall. You don't even have a release date. You just fall 2024.
Carrying the torch lit by Lionhead Studios in the early 2000s, Playground Games' Fable reboot is a stunning reimagining of the famously funny fantasy
What?
series. It's set in the fairy tale land of Albion, where players will grapple with the burden of being a hero, as well as giant frogs and legendary beasts. Choice and consequence have always been a part of the Fable framework, and this has been teased with the introduction of fans and haters, as well as a mysterious rival hero.
Halloween,
We'll
okay.
find out more when Fable comes to PC and Xbox in 2025.
Okay. I forgot Fable existed.
Season 2 of The Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power, will premiere on Prime Video this August 29th. You can also wishlist our most anticipated fantasy games on the Future Games Show Steam page. Just type Future Games Show into your search engine and click on our Steam page.
But back to the trailers now, as we're taking a peek at Rogue Waters, a tactical pirate roguelite from Tripwire Interactive.
Get typing. Blood, language, intense violence. Sounds like my stream.
Cutter be locked in eternal battle with his foe. Navigate savage waters and choose your battles wisely. Gather your crew and ready yourselves to board the enemy vessel.
Can't be worse than Skull and Bones, right?
Weaken the
Was
enemy
that
by choosing
Ubisoft
your
game that
targets wisely.
came out and nobody cared because it was bad?
Board the enemy vessel with sharp positioning and clever tactics. Victory will
Little
be
Weasel
yours.
Finn. Little Weasel Finn.
Tame the legendary beasts to fight alongside ye in battle. Are ye ready to settle the score?
Arr, consider me timbers shivered. Rogue Waters coming to PC on September 30th. Arr.
September
Well,
30th.
Ned and I are taking a small break from our hosting duties
Rogue
now,
Waters.
as we're about to air a series of back-to-back trailers.
It's a classic blitz play. We've got dwarfs, demons, and dice rolls to come, so there's a little sum for everyone.
Let's kick it off with Dwarven Realms, a new ARPG launching in September.
I think we're about to get back-to-back games. Get ready. Write this down, write this down, write this down. Holy skill tree. What you missed? What up, Okami? Oh, you missed a good amount. I think they showed a little bit of Monster Hunter yesterday and today. Some Civilization, good game called Explorator, Spine, Croak, Akimbot.
When the Rift is in trouble,
Game that looked like Persona. What in the world is this though?
Dimensionals is the hottest new roguelike RPG. Put together incredible teams of unique heroes. Like Short, he's a bit of a dummy, but he loves blasting specters. Or the mysterious Shade Strike, the smooth-tongued gambler from the Shadow Dimension. Assemble your favorite heroes. Strategize to make
Dude,
insane
there's
combos.
so many roguelike
Watch
deck
out,
builders.
because Ragnarok's world-crushing bosses are no joke.
I will say, this one looks pretty good.
Cartoon soundtrack by Brad Green. Experience wicked comic cutscenes in Dimensional's campaign mode, or blast your way through the open rift and face incredible and unpredictable challenges. Encounter a huge cast of characters like the Rogue Rifters, here to help you take down the bad guys. Or are they? Side effects of Dimensionals will include fun, addiction, victory, temporary loss of reality, and spontaneous combustion.
Dimensionals? Did that have a release date? I wasn't even looking, but it looked... They played it like a goddamn 1999 commercial, a 2004 commercial. Wicked. What is this? Just based off... There's no audio besides this music because it's kind of loud. Just based off this music, I know I'm not going to like this game. Does anybody else feel that? They hear that type of music, they heard this and they're just like, yeah, I'm not gonna like this. I'm sorry. I mean, if you like Counter-Strike, you'll probably like it. You're brave to make a game like this when Counter-Strike 2 exists and Valorant. Join the alpha? Bro, that game ain't never leaving the alpha, I'm sorry to say. From the makers of Graveyard Keeper. Paul, this might catch your interest. You like Graveyard Keeper.
My darling daughter. Emily and Chester
Where's Falcus?
are doing well. Your city kids are getting used to the Bloomtown way of life. They started wandering all over our peaceful town. Besides, it'll do your kids some good to meet some folk with proper manners. I've put them to good use, doing some small chores around the house. It'll temper their excessive talking, I hope. Well, they're not bad kids after all. They don't go where they're not supposed to. I think they even befriended some local kids. Either way, they'll be fine. You know how nice and cozy Bloomtown can be.
What's up with the jacked dog? A creature catching game. Bloomtown, September 24th. Holy shit, comes out next month.
Hey guys, ready for game night? See you in 5.
Loontown. I'll keep my eye on that. That actually looks pretty good. I don't know if it's actually a creature catching game, but it said you caught a demon, so we'll look into it after this. After this showcase is done, we'll look into some of the games that I was interested in. Hey!
I'm ahead of you now.
What?
What?
So, where were we?
How about this one?
So, what are we playing next?
Can't hear me. That makes sense. Yeah, Jamboree looks good.
Okay, I hope y'all enjoyed those trailers, but now we're back and ready to introduce the next game.
Jamboree does look good. 20-player mode,
It's an
multiple
open-world
boards.
extraction shooter where you fight for survival
Classic.
against
It's like
an
a mix. It kind of looks like a mix of classic
Here's an
and new
interview with
Mario
the team
Party,
at Shark Mob, so
which I like.
You can learn more about it.
So, 100% will try to be playing it with the community. You can leave if you want, or you can stay here and chat with chat.
In the world of Exoborn, which is kind of like a parallel alternate timeline deal we've set up, it's in the near future. Mankind is facing a looming climate disaster. When the climate disaster became really bad, humanity rallied behind a project called Rebirth. So the ambition with Rebirth was to save humanity.
Cat hates
to try
us.
to stop the climate disaster from happening. And we try to execute on that plan, and something goes terribly
You have to be making out
wrong,
with my mic to talk
resulting in an even worse disaster than we originally tried to avert. And in this disaster, the players kind of get caught up in initially a bit of a mysterious conflict, which you
Cat's
going to
be streaming the Overwatch grind later,
what's
maybe.
going on behind the scenes. But essentially, you are a rebel trying to save mankind, and things
she
get
does
progressively
like
worse.
Juno.
Kind of like a firefight in a tornado.
Should I
it
be
gets worse
streaming
and
it?
worse, not better and better.
'Cause I'm not
Exoborn
probably gonna be
is
streaming
a
tonight.
Tactical open world extraction shooter.
I need to get
set
my
in a
first
very
podcast
dynamic
episode
world
ready.
with forces of nature that constantly affect the way you play the game.
You might be looking to grab some loot in a certain area, but oh no, suddenly there's a massive tornado.
Maybe try to
ripping
find
through
another
there,
game to make a
and
video
you're
on.
getting ambushed at the same time.
I need to make a
it's
YouTube video. It's been a while. I need to find a
dynamic
game that I
change
wanna
we think is
make
really
one on.
exciting and fresh. So when players go in, session to session, minute to minute, and even second to second, they're having to constantly change their decision making. What do I do? How do I go
Fields
after
of
my
Mystria?
objectives? What do I
Maybe.
want to do now?
In Exoborn, you are what you carry. So if you want to do a lot of damage, you
Fields of
need a
Mystria.
big gun. If you want that gun to behave in a different way, you need attachments, you need to modify that gun. And it's the same way for the X-Rig. If you want
I was
that
brushing my
X-Rig
teeth this
to
morning thinking
have
about YouTube
different
videos.
abilities, you need to find
I'm always thinking
or
about
buy
YouTube
different
videos.
abilities and equip it.
And in my head,
However,
I actually came up
if
with
you
a good
die, you
intro if I
lose it
did
all,
Fields of
which means
Mystria.
that it's very high stakes when you're out in a session, and you need to extract to be able to keep everything you have collected to the next session.
I think people who've already sampled extraction shooters and enjoy them, there's going to be lots.
I feel
for
bad
them
'cause
to
I was
enjoy
talking
and
over
get
this,
in
and I
on.
do like extraction
people
shooters. I
Who've
don't
played
play them a lot, but I
PvP
like them.
shooters of different ilks, the more traditional ones, they're also going to have an exciting time within the world.
Kinda
We've
makes
had
me
a
wanna go
mantra
play
since many
Helldivers.
years back, since previous employments, which is always playable. Basically, get the game up and running
Cat Wolf,
quickly.
watch me play
at
Jamboree,
least,
then buy it.
For us, it's always been in multiplayer, so you can have people come in, evaluate it, and then you build based on user feedback. The natural evolution
I don't
for
know
us
when Jamboree comes
from
out.
that was something we call community first, which is we always develop the game with the community in mind.
And we've begun to do these closed tests where we play with not just tens or hundreds of players, but thousands of players, and we get their feedback, and we get to see how in line our thinking is with the people that we want to ultimately play.
They
our
never
game.
had
We
intent
listen, we
to
look at the
update
data, and we get
superstars
a
and add
very
anything,
solid
did it?
understanding, so we can progress and make additional content, additional features. You can wishlist Exoborn on Steam, join our Discord, or go to the website and sign up for the playtest.
Exoborn?
Exoborn is coming soon to PC and consoles, so wishlist it now. You can
Doesn't
also
look
sign
horrible.
up on the official website for future playtests.
Don't want to do that. I don't like
All
doing
right,
playtests.
it's time for another world premiere. This one's kind of like Fall Guys, except with flightless birds.
So the game is already dead. I just feel like the charm of this type of game is not really there anymore. You know what I mean? Let's see. Let's see. Fast Penguin. Okay, wait a minute. Is it just a racing game? You could have just said it's Mario Kart. You could have just said it's Mario Kart with penguins. This isn't Fall Guys, it's just Mario Kart. There's no platforming, you're just driving, from what I've seen. I was gonna say they need to have that game be free to play if they want anything to happen.
Fast Penguin coming to PC and consoles in September 2024.
Next, we've got a cooperative survival game.
Better than I thought. Will I play? Probably not.
Here's your first look at gameplay from Lost Skies.
Free to play, it has there's small potential there. It's like a round one pick 23 player in the NBA draft. If you develop them right, you could see an all-star in the future. But you know, it ain't number one pick. Best it could be is Manu Ginobili, which is still a pretty good career. That's saying a lot. Where's 5? Bring Hyperscape back. That's Ubisoft. That game is dead forever. La go sleep. La just loves hanging out with me, Monk. They just love this stream. Getting shut. Insert uwu here. I don't want to get up. Lost Skies, a co-op game. Co-op survival game.
Lost Skies is soaring onto PC soon, so look out for it.
Humble Games. Didn't they just get shut down?
Our spotlight montage is up next, where we're gonna hone in on a set of 6 games launching in the near future.
6 games launching in the near future. Let's see what we got.
Have you ever wondered if you could survive in an ever-changing post-apocalyptic
End Zone 2. My big head's blocking it. Sorry.
With the brutal survival simulator End Zone 2. Build settlements and balance resources as you face off against an unforgiving world. End Zone 2 is launching on August 26th, but it's available in early access on Steam right now.
Take a trip back to the 1980s.
Tormenture.
A dark horror adventure starring a cursed retro cartridge that is affecting the world around you. Solve puzzles as you steel yourself to a variety of.
I feel like this was inspired by Inscription.
And watch out for the surreal enemies that skulk in your shadowy
to an extent.
Tormenture is coming soon to PC, but you can check out a demo on the game's official Steam page.
Funded by the European Union?
Delightfully gory twist.
What the fuck are they doing?
Swap Meet allows players to augment themselves with the discombobulated viscera of their enemies. Inspired by games like Hades and Returnal, you'll play as an upgradable galactic meat scientist, always on the lookout for powerful leftovers. Swap Meet is coming soon to PC, but the first 1,000 players to sign up at go.playswapmeet.com/FGS will get guaranteed access to the next playtest.
Sea Power. Naval Combat in the Missile Age is a Cold War conflict simulator from the lead designer of Cold Waters.
EU's trying to create a game industries over here. I mean, I'm
all
all for it.
Using realistically modeled vehicles
Swap
and weapons.
Meet.
Players
I think they know
enjoy
what they're
a
doing.
Dynamic campaign with multiple theaters where they must use their wits to respect the rules of engagement in historical and fictional combat scenarios. Sea Power is coming soon to PC, and you can wishlist it now on Steam.
Not my type of game, but someone out there loves
Harness the fury of the elements in Stormforge, a mod-friendly survival crafting adventure set in a procedurally generated magical world. Alone or with up to 8 players in co-op, you'll pilfer dangerous storms for resources and use the
I ain't
treasure
building that shit,
to
man.
craft epic structures and topple deadly bosses. What secrets will you uncover as you conquer this mysterious landscape?
I can't build
Find
something
out
that good.
when Stormforge
You
launches
guys
on
saw
PC
my
in
house in that one
2025.
game.
Discover
Ads start in 20 seconds, by the way.
Sky, a
You're about to get
tactical
3
deck
minutes of
builder
ads
with an
because I can't
emphasis
really.
on narrative. Players will explore the hostile surface of an alien planet, crafting
I'm
cards
sorry.
and
I'm
exploiting
sorry,
weaknesses
non-subs.
as a band of heroes
We'll see you in
hell-bent
3
on
minutes.
saving their
Have an ad block.
Dark
Sorry.
Sky is coming soon to
We have to play them. Hopefully you don't miss anything great.
We're back on stage.
You ain't gonna
and
miss
we got
anything great.
Another special section for those of you who can't resist the allure of one more turn. Here's a special gameplay trailer for Sid Meier's Civilization 7.
You're not missing anything. Don't worry. Civ 7 gameplay. We know what we're gonna get with Civ 7. Hopefully the ads start something. They'll start soon. It has said starting soon for like a minute now. Any minute now. They'll come soon. Oh, whoops. Sorry. Come. My immersion. Oh, there they are. The ads just popped. Like a goddamn bottle of it's like a bottle of wine or a bottle of champagne. Boop. Took a while to get that cork off, but we got it. Nope. Dodged them. Nice. Anybody else dodge those ads that are supposed to get them? February 11th, 2025.
Well, we hope you have enjoyed that closer look at Civilization 7's gameplay, but that's not all. We've got an interview with the team at Firaxis Games focusing on the new features coming to the game, so check it out.
Yeah,
when Ed Beach first pitched his concept of what he thought Civilization 7 was, it was really cool, and he wanted to know where he could go next. How can he really change the way the players approach a game of Civ? Really bring something new to the table, not just more layers on top of what we already had.
By breaking the game up into ages, we're able to simulate better that rise and fall of the civilization and have one turn into another culture and people with their own unique identity and continue to build on your empire in a new way.
What makes Ages interesting is the ability to really focus in on that particular time period, whether it's the interaction between the civs, between the leaders, the nature of that interaction. That's what the Age system really allows for, that kind of experimentation on a level that has not been seen before in previous Civ titles. When you pick a new government, what does the grocery store owner think about that? When you go to war, what kind of experience do your soldiers go through? These are the kinds of insights that the narrative system offers, these windows into the everyday lives and experiences and reactions of your people to what you are doing as the leader and what is happening during this particular period of time in the history that you're creating.
So one of the cool things about Civilization 7 that does sort of mirror the ingenuity and creativity of humans is that you have a chance to win the game pretty much at any point. You're never really out of it. When you get to a new age, you get new strategies, you can pivot and change things up. And then in the final age, you get a chance for that sudden death victory to knock out the other players.
Let's go,
and
shiny!
even if you were
Oh,
trailing
God.
previously, the
yawned.
chance to get that victory at the end is pretty much always there for you.
One of the coolest new addition too with Ages is the way that you have new cultures emerging based on how you play. So if I'm playing, for example, Confucius, when I go to the next stage, I've already got some lines into, because I'm playing Confucius, I've already unlocked a couple different civilization options that I get to merge into. But depending how I play, if I'm playing, mountainous territory, if I'm playing with things that trigger unlocks for other civilizations, I can change the path of my own history. So when you get to the end of an age, based on how you've played, based on the civ you've chosen, based on the leader you've chosen,
that determines the next cultures that are available to you to emerge as you go into the next stage. It's a really cool growth mechanic that has you evolving and steering your culture as you go through time. When you get to the end of the game, when you get to the end of the modern age, you've got this truly multicultural empire that you've built.
What matters at the end of the day is that you've built an empire that you are proud of and that you have had fun building and that you gain satisfaction from.
I don't think our audience will ever realize how much they influence the game that we're working on.
Jason Johnson.
I've worked where we actually look and listen to our fans and then integrate those things into the game to make it a better game. It's kind of like everybody's Civilization, not just ours.
We love our community. We always say that we have the best fans in gaming, and it's true. We love listening to our community, getting all of the feedback that we can about the game from Civilization 6 and games prior. We gather it all, we listen to it, we make tweaks to it, and we put a lot of that thought and feedback into Civilization 7 and continue to build it into the best game possible.
Everybody says that. Can't we have somebody be honest? Our community's not the greatest. We've seen some pretty big assholes, but you know, they gave us money. So they're pretty okay.
Build an empire that stands the test of time in Sid Meier's Civilization 7, which is
not saying
coming
Civ
to
players
PC,
are that way,
consoles,
but
and Switch on February 11th.
Can we just get like one company saying
another
that?
world premiere coming up next for an action platformer with a shape-shifting protagonist. Let's check it out.
Our community sucks, but we like money. All right, what do we got next? Shape-shifting protagonist, action platformer is what he said. Turned into a bug. Oh my. Play as Maui the Demigod. Maui? Looks like a Metroidvania immediately. Has some Hollow Knight inspirations, definitely with the combat. Transform into powerful animals with its own little twist on things. The abilities you get for the Metroidvania are the animals you can turn into. Maui the Shapeshifter creative. Wishlist on Steam now. You know, I think I will. Maui the Shapeshifter.
Maui the Shapeshifter is coming soon to PC. You're welcome.
And now, let's push things forward.
What did you do?
Because we've got another Ones to Watch deep dive for you now. And this one's all about the end of the world.
Is that Bill from Left 4 Dead?
Yeah, while I recover from Ned's British accent, here's Rebellion Games to tell you more about Atomfall.
I thought my British was great.
All right, yeah.
Atomfall. Adam. Nope, not Adam with a D or an A.
I'm Ben Fisher. I'm Associate Head of Design for
Sleep well,
Rebellion, and I'm
Schmoopy.
working on Atomfall.
Thank you for hanging out and supporting the Monopoly Go sponsorship.
In 1950s Yorkshire, where the player wakes up inside a quarantine zone surrounding the Windskill plant, and they have to uncover why they're there and what has caused this quarantine and how to survive the mysteries that they find there. With Atomfall, we wanted to try something new, and that involved bringing in lots of different reference points. One of the games that has influenced
Would you guys like me to be a
Atomfall
host
is
of one of these
obviously,
game
you can see
showcase?
some parts of something like Fallout in there, but also other games in that similar genre like Metro, even a bit of BioShock. When you start the game, you wake up in a bunker
Burr's
inside
Indie Game
this
Showcase
nuclear
of upcoming
quarantine
indie
zone.
games.
You don't know
Hey
who you
everybody,
are, you don't
welcome
know
to
how you
Burr's
connect to
Indie
the
Game
start of the
Showcase.
story.
We have
The
upcoming
major
indies
motivator
all
for the player through
from
the
all these
story
different
is finding
genres
out
that we
how they
all
relate
know
to
and
this
love.
disaster, what
And
this
no,
disaster
we do not
is,
have
how
Hollow
they
Knight
can
Silk
escape.
Song.
We don't tell you what your backstory is, but we plant clues through the game about what it might be. There are several mysteries that we set up but won't pay off as part of this larger world building. Part of the reason for that is to give you room to express yourself and to make those decisions yourself, but part of that as well is
If
that
I
the
made a showcase
history
like that, I
of
wouldn't
kind of
want to
British
host.
storytelling is to
Just
open
game after
mysteries
game
and
after
not
game
fully
after game.
resolve them in a
Just throw
satisfying
games
way.
in.
So
That's
it
all.
fits nicely with the kind of world that we're trying to build. We wanted the combat in this game to feel very kind of brutal, high stakes, kill or be killed survival. So the combat system blends melee combat options with ranged combat, so you can find melee weapons and throw them, you can kick enemies, you can smack them with a heavy strike or jab at them with lighter strikes. And we want you to mix up these options, so you've got to choose every shot.
The game looks incredibly slow-paced.
So that kind of high-intensity survival is the philosophy we had in mind when building the game. But we want to make sure as many players as possible can enjoy the play experience. So we've approached difficulty in a slightly different way, and we approach it instead as different play styles. So the game has a survival element, it has a combat element, and it has an investigation element.
Fallout does
and we
sound
give
fun.
the player the options at the start of the game to fine-tune any of those channels of gameplay to have the play experience that they prefer. We've added lots of accessibility options as well to make sure the game is playable by as many people as possible. Atomfall is coming to PlayStation 4 and 5, Xbox, PC, and Day 1 Game Pass in 2025.
That's what a handful of interesting games.
Investigate the apocalypse when Atomfall lands on PC and consoles in 2025.
Atomfall looks
Getting
good.
better.
It's
It's great.
Irish, kind of.
Yeah, no, it's
sound
great.
like Roger Clark. God help me.
This next game was revealed during our spring showcase earlier this year. It is a cult simulator that puts players in service of the Eldritch gods. So here's the latest update on the Worshippers of Cthulhu.
Peggy 18.
You hate her? Don't worry, it's almost done. Yeah, we got like another 20 minutes. Soon you shall harness human toil. Mark from work. Ooh, oh, just the thought of doing that to somebody's back. Oh god, that gives me the creeps. Gives me the chitters, man. Worshippers of Cthulhu.
Breaking news. Worshippers of Cthulhu is coming to PC and consoles on October 21st, 2024.
All right. Now it's time to check in with Spirit of the Samurai, an adventure game inspired by Japanese mythology.
Cool.
Cool. Cool. Had to play as a cat or else people wouldn't buy it. Kind of reminds me of Trek to Yomi. Spirit of the Samurai. Fall 2024.
Spirit of the Samurai is coming to PC in autumn 2024.
Honestly,
now we got an update on Starship Troopers Extermination. Let's see what Offworld has been cooking.
Helldivers 2
I'm
fans.
Chaz Barker. I'm the lead game designer of Starship Troopers Extermination. Let me tell you about something we're introducing to the game. This is this monstrosity of a tank, but in bug shape. It's called the Tankabug. It has a suite of different moves that it's going to ruin your day with. We're trying to make the Tankabug experience as close to the movie as possible.
Never seen Starship Troopers. All I know is I'm doing my part.
Do as much damage as possible before he probably gets mad at you.
I'm Tamiris Parat, aka Tammy. I'm the lead environment artist on Starship Troopers Extermination. Boreas, This is an icy planet that has been infected by a bug meteor. The bugs have had time to mutate and evolve within that frosty environment. That's where our players are going to be able to encounter the Frost Drone and the Frost Warrior. So we're very excited to introduce this new biome to you guys, and we really hope that you guys enjoy it.
I'm Peter Maurice, Project Lead for Starship Troopers Extermination. Our goal for single player is to introduce a new way to progress your character and prepare you for 16-player multiplayer. A really cool aspect that we wanted was bringing General Rico in. He's now in charge of a special operations group. He's forming the best of the best from all military branches, and he's invited you to come and try out.
This does look fun though, because I like Helldivers.
When we launch in console in October of 2024, that is just the start of a very robust roadmap of features and gameplay moments that we'll be bringing in, so you can expect to see tons more bugs and worlds to explore in Starship Troopers Extermination.
October 11th.
Starship Troopers is launching on PC and consoles in October 2024. But October 11th. If you can't wait to fry
Thanks for the
bugs,
200 bits.
It's already available in early access on Steam.
It's already available in early access on
Here's a gameplay
Steam.
trailer for Los Pingueros, a multiplayer snowball brawler where you duke it out with your buddies in melting arenas. Cool, comfortable, air-conditioned paint. Oh, I can dig that.
You would.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I can dig that.
Los Pingueros is coming soon for PC and Nintendo Switch.
Now, if you remember, during the summer showcase, the Future Game Show launched a new initiative to spotlight up-and-coming indie games. We called on developers to submit their games in a tight 45-second format, kind of like indie elevator pitch, if you will.
Well, our inbox has been overwhelmed with creativity, and the crew behind the scenes have picked out some of their favorite examples to share with the world. Do you want to take a look?
I do.
Hi, I'm Dana, and I work on Projected Dreams with my friends at Flowberry Studio.
It's weird that's happened twice.
The story of Projected Dreams is about a little girl named Senka and her mother. Together, they tell stories and animate them through shadow play on the wall. After moving houses, Senka is left to tell stories by herself and uses her mother's old photo album as an inspiration for her fantastical dreams. Solve puzzles by dragging, rotating, and stacking toys from Senka's room to recreate shadow silhouettes on the wall to uncover key events from her mother's past. Projected Dreams echoes the comforting feeling of playing in your bedroom during warm summer nights and slowly unfolding the stories of the people closest to you. The game will release early next year on PC and Mac, so be sure to wishlist Projected Dreams on Steam.
Hi everyone, my name is Martinez, and along with my colleague Montes, we are the developers of Haunted Paws, a game where you play as two puppies trying to rescue their human friend trapped inside a haunted mansion. You'll have to work together to complete puzzles and sneak past monsters that live inside the mansion. The whole experience is focused on two-person multiplayer, so it's perfect for couples and friends alike. We'll feature both local split-screen and online multiplayer, so you can play on the couch or across the country. Only one player has to purchase the game and can then invite their friend to play for free. The game also has a full range of customization options for your playable character, which allows you to bring your real-life dog into the game. Haunted Paws will be coming to Steam and major consoles, but
you can bring your real-life dog into the game.
You can follow us on social media for development updates, and don't forget to wishlist on Steam so you know when the game is out.
Interesting.
Hi, I'm Pablo Coma from Rablo Games, and I'm super excited to tell you more about Necrostory. Necrostory is a light-hearted RPG where you play as a powerful
bad day to wear a Walking Dead t-shirt when he's pitching his game.
You cast powerful necromancy spells, raise armies of skeletons, sign dark pacts with demons so that you can later transform into them, and most importantly, you capture
I'm curious on how they're
dead
gonna
souls
implement
before
that.
they fly away in order to take control of them. After capturing creatures, you can manage your team and the skills and equipment of your teammates. You can also upgrade each of your own spells using their dedicated skill trees. Necrostory will be available for PC and consoles in September 2024.
Oh.
Hi, I'm Alex, and I'm a solo dev working on a multiplayer action RPG called Sword Eye.
Hey, Alex.
Sword Eye is an extraction looter that combines the fast-paced directional combat you'd find in games like Mordhau or Chivalry with massive multiplayer dungeon crawls. Enter the dungeon alone or with friends, battle your way through monsters, bosses, and other players, and escape with your loot alive. I'm building the game I've always wanted to play, and I can't wait to share it with you all. So visit the Steam page to wishlist the game and sign up for the next free playtest.
Sword Eye.
Please be sure to wishlist those games on Steam and support their development.
And if you'd like to take part in the indie elevator pitch, just follow the link on the screen to find all the details on how to submit your game.
All right, let's keep things moving and
What
take
link?
a trip to Bionic Bay.
All right.
This atmospheric puzzle platformer is set in a gorgeous mechanical world.
Whoa, okay, you already lost me. I'm losing my goddamn mind. Very cool concept. Watch hours of speed runs. Yeah. I don't think I'd be able to play this. Bionic Bay. Will I play this? No. No, I will not.
Bionic Bay is coming to PC in 2025.
But I will say that's a very
But,
creative
of course,
game.
You can wishlist it right now.
Yeah, I hope you're not getting tired of all these world premieres because we've got yet another one coming up.
The rift took us all by surprise.
Right now?
Mistralia was about to vanish into oblivion.
Now?
But when the goddess called, I answered.
Yo, thank God this guy answered, because I wasn't.
It's a big world out there. Don't be afraid to take the wrong path. If nothing else, it'll make a good story.
Collect the world's memories to shape the powers within you. Even our guardians seem to have forgotten who they are.
That voice sounded familiar. It's not about how you fall, it's how you get back up! This ain't to rise.
Memories of the world. Enlighten me. And give me the strength to face the shadows that threaten me.
Echoes of Mistralia. Didn't look too bad.
Memories await.
Wishlist now on Steam. Echoes of Mistralia. Didn't look too bad.
Unleash your magical creativity in Echoes of Mistralia, which is coming soon.
We're going back to back with the world premieres just to keep you on your toes. This next one is a beloved reimagining of a terrifying Half-Life mod. Ooh.
Half-Life, love it.
Half-Life mod? From the creators of In Sound Mind with the music of the Vivid Tombstone, and you get to read it. You thought you had escaped. Ooh. Ooh, scary monster. Escape was never an option. Ooh. Don't sleep. Proceeds to go to sleep. What's with all these spooky games, man? Don't they know I'm a coward? Nightmare House Reimagined. Wishlist now on Steam. That'd be a good game to play during October. Nightmare House, the original mod, is coming to Steam for free.
Nightmare House Reimagined is opening its
There's
doors
been a
to
handful
PC
of games
players in
I've kept my eye on,
2025.
Dragon Link.
The developers are also bringing the original Nightmare House mod to Steam. So watch out for that in the near future.
All right, it's time for another set of back-to-back trailers, so get your wish list ready while we take a breather.
I would be very good at reading children's stories.
Oh, man, I'm getting old.
There once was a man from Peru who dreamed he was eating his shoe. He woke up that night at the top of the hill to find out his dream became true. I just realized my chat box has been frozen with one message on there for a while. Oh, never mind, it's back. There's been some pretty good looking games. You just gotta remember, every game on here, someone's out there, someone's excited for it. There was a penguin racing style game that they said it was like Fall Guys, but it looked more like Mario Kart. But it was free to play, so I was immediately more intrigued once they said it was free to play. Because it's like, okay, if you're making it free to play, maybe that would be okay for like 2 minutes.
Do you fear death? Most mortals do. And for those who accept it, there is power.
Holy fuck! Oh my goodness! Oh. Oh. Oh.
Back again, are you? Come now. You can do
Come now? Whoa. Roguelite elements here? Oh my goodness. Hi, have I missed good games? Depends on what you think. I think there's been a good handful of games that look promising. Others will say, this is the worst thing I've ever seen! Hasn't been too bad. An action roguelite shooter. Now you guys are gonna be like, Burr, it's a roguelite! You're gonna like this! Burr, you've played like 100 plus roguelites. You like this one, right? This one said action roguelite shooter. This is for you, man. Face your fears. Or die.
Central, this is dispatch. Do we have any more agents on standby?
Don't worry. Section 13, official launch early 2025. I'll write that down. That looks pretty fun.
Burr, play this. It's a Rouge-like
I write these lines
a Rouge-like.
in the Pyrenees, whose name and existence
Thank you, Pirate.
few know.
I can do all the funny voices.
Although I came here as a guest,
I
am now.
I do got some voices in me. I got some voices in me, man. I promise I don't have multiple personality disorder.
Luckily, I am not alone. A group of companions and
The
I are
indie game
planning our
showcase, the
escape.
amount to show off your game was 100K. I don't believe that. I believe the 100K was for the Jeff Keighley show yesterday.
And our own fears.
Because indie games do not have a budget of $100,000.
Thus begins our tale.
I genuinely don't think that.
Have mercy on our souls, or whatever is left of them.
Abyss X0.
Welcome back. What's up next, Ned?
Well,
I still don't believe
Beyond
that.
Galaxyland is a stylized cyberpunk RPG adventure.
If you can afford
And we got some
$100,000,
news
are you really an
about
indie
when
game?
you
If you're
can get your
throwing
hands on it.
$100,000 on that. I should just make my own indie game showcase where I showcase all the indie games ever. And
as the very
no host, just indie games.
and all life hangs in the balance.
That'd be a good YouTube video. I don't even have to do anything.
You better start believing in heroes.
20 minutes of indie game trailers with no stopping.
Guys?
Oh, that's me.
Stranded a billion light years from home. No idea if Earth still even exists. And a sentient gas cloud devouring the cosmos. You're not gonna save this universe alone. Skyrocket across the far reaches of the galaxy to assemble a ragtag crew of specialists that might just tip the balance. Though with every planet teeming with galactic nemesis.
There were way too many games. What the fuck do people want then?
Behind the curtain.
How long, if an indie gaming channel did that, how long was the showcase that they did?
Been done. Beyond Galaxyland.
I'll write that down. That looked okay.
Coming to Earth on September 24th.
Fucking Christ, man.
Now.
There's so many games.
Guys.
Beyond Galaxyland is coming to PC and consoles
I will
on
say
September
that.
24th later this year.
2 hours is
This
kind
next
of a long
section,
time.
the ones to play montage, features games with demos available on Steam. So you can try them all out right after the show.
I would
Let's see
say
who
like
made the
30
cut
minutes
this
to an hour would be the max I would want to do if I made something like that.
First up is Miniatures, an anthology of dreamlike
But also,
adventures about childhood.
that something like that doesn't seem that complicated to do if you have the indie developers.
Next up, we've got Anima Flux, a cooperative Metroidvania set in a desolate far
Cooperative Metroidvania?
And here's Tiny Glade, a relaxing sandbox game where you doodle digital castles in Pastoral.
I only know this game because of Daniel Fenner.
Or how about Office Fight, a physics-based puzzle game where you break stuff because work sucks.
Last but not least, here's Wilmot Works It Out.
Bro, we
It's a
saw
cozy
this
game
last
where you put
showcase.
together jigsaw puzzles.
Didn't we see this at the beginning of the showcase, or was that last showcase?
That was our ones to play montage.
Oh my God.
If you want an easy way to find all those games, check out our official Future Games Show page on Steam.
I think that was it,
What's
actually.
next, Alex?
Well, our friends at Thunderful have sent over the launch trailer for SteamWorld Heist 2. Let's check it out.
I'm in.
I think it would be fun to make a showcase like this with a bunch of indie games. If I don't have to be a host and I could just have people give me game trailers, that would be so easy and fun. I could have got this game for free and got a free t-shirt. I regret not doing that. I was too busy doing Metroidvania Mania, and I missed it. Could have got a free t-shirt, man, with the game. I like free shirts.
It seems even robots can't resist a big score. SteamWorld Heist 2 is out now on PC and console.
Came out like 2 weeks ago.
Our next game stars a novelist pup who is learning to live in a world after war. And don't let the trailer fool you.
Bro, it's 3:30. I gotta go to the gym.
That gorgeous.
I gotta go to the gym and plan this interview I'm doing on Saturday. What is this special event? It's the Future Game Showcase. That's part of Gamescom. Weird. You missed an indie game showcase earlier, and then this one. Is this what Great Britain looked like after World War II? You missed an indie game showcase? Don't worry, it's on my YouTube Let's Play if you want to rewatch it with me in the chat. It started 20 minutes late and ended 20 minutes early. The thing I read, it was 90 minutes of indie games. It was like 50. The first indie game showcase only had a couple games I liked, but there's probably more stuff that you would like. This one probably has had some games you would like as well. Everyone likes different types of games, so I can't really judge. What's your Persona, Game Nerd? Game Nerd's Persona is an Xbox 360. Okay, that ended screen lasted 1 second too long.
Sunset Hills is out now on PC.
Oh, out now?
Yeah, the console release is coming soon.
Okay,
Soon.
it's time for the final entry in our Ones to Watch yearbook now.
It's
a canon simulator with an exceptionally long name, but thankfully the developers have shortened it to PVKK.
Oh, come on. That's no fun. No guts, no glory. I'm going to do this thing, all right? What's the actual name? Let me try it out.
This is the people that made Dome
this
Keeper.
Game is called Planet and Antipedent Bingun.
This is the people. This is Bip and Bits. They made Dome Keeper.
Screw it. Let's just roll.
They made Dome Keeper. Okay, so if you like Dome Keeper, Bip and Bits, this is their work. I should reach out to Bip and Bits to see if they want to do an indie game showcase or an indie game interview with me. I could talk with them Dome Keeper all day and talk about this. I could reach out to Dome Keeper. They follow me on Twitter. And I've been meaning to play Dome Keeper again.
I'm René, I work at Bip and Bits, and we are a small indie developer in Germany. We are working on Planetenverteidigungskanonenkommandant, or PVKK in short, and essentially it's Space Invaders, but the cannon you fire is really complicated. In PVKK, you are in the small bunker and you are tasked with fending off an interplanetary invasion from space, so you shoot down spaceships. Maybe you've been wondering if PVKK is a horror game even, or a narrative game. And really, it's a simulation game, but a very approachable one. Not that you need to study a big manual.
I've been meaning to put this one on my wish list, so this is a good reminder.
Narrative parts and mystery parts that are intended to give more reason to actually firing the cannon. So you get some story with that, and you know why you're doing that.
Attention, Commander. Stand by for mission debriefing. Commander, your service today was at the expected level.
I want to explain a little bit what you actually do in the cockpit.
Benji,
so first of all, you manage the energy levels. So you have different types of generators depending on where you are at the game, and you generate energy to use with your cannon and in your facility. Then you need to monitor the space where the spaceships come in and try to land on your planet. And you need to identify them, detect them, classify them, and then you need to make a plan how you want to approach that situation. If you've chosen a weapon on a target, you go into this long firing sequence where you just pick your ammunition, get it ready for firing, and then you have to basically calculate at which angle you have to shoot the gun, because the ships are moving at a certain speed, and you know your projectile is moving at a certain speed.
So
you
Dome
have
Keeper.
to calculate how much you need to lead your shot, and then you adjust the cannon and get everything ready without losing energy, and then you can fire the shot. And this, depending on the ship size, this has to be a really well done sequence, because there are larger ships and there you don't need to be super precise, but you can also be really precise. Like you can hit a 2-meter target at a 15-kilometer distance if you calculate correctly, even with the big gun. Our goal is to release Planetenverteidigungskanonenkommandant 2025 on Steam, wishlisted now, and join our Discord to not miss anything and chat with us.
Planetenverteidigungskanonenkommandant. I was doing it, man. I was doing it.
Who knew managing a planetary defense cannon could be so cozy? PVKK is blasting.
No, you weren't. I was definitely doing it.
Net?
Better than
I'm
Ned.
not rodent on the loose. Thankfully not in the studio, but let's keep an eye out, because it's not just any pest. All right, Alex, this squirrel has got a gun.
Oh, not this fucking game again. Do not show us those damn streamers again. Actually show us the game.
In a world of peace and tranquility.
This is SWAG Morning
Homeowners can now hunt
are causing significant power outages.
A hidden truth lies beneath the surface.
Okay, they don't have streamers selling the game for us, so maybe it'll be better.
His grasp.
Maybe it'll actually be better.
Is here to eat nuts and shoot some guns. And guess what? He's all out of nuts. Expect sandboxing, puzzle solving, and gun-slinging action in the platform epic you never knew could exist. Hold on to your nuts. The food chain's got a new hierarchy. Get ready for Squirrel with a Gun. Coming soon to Steam and Epic. And coming
August
to
29th? Why would they announce that? That's a year away.
And S.
Wait, never mind. It's not a year away. It's fucking 9 days away.
Stick 'em up. Squirrel with a Gun is coming to PC on August 29th with a console release later this year. It's over to you, Ned.
Jesus Christ, wait a minute.
Let's take
Oh
a
my
closer
God.
look at One-Eyed Liko. This is a psychological horror game
been a long day.
inspired by Slavic mythology.
Хорошо с тобой в 30-м царстве, кузнец, как в Божий день.
Oh God. Okay, next
Отдыхаешь
game.
душой.
Я просто хочу выбраться.
Jesus.
Где еще ты найдешь такую компанию?
Я ищу лихо, не чтоб угодить ему в пасть.
Да ну, а для чего?
Чтоб, черт, да бес его знает, портной.
Говорят, кто ступил в темный лес, не уйдет прежним. Выдержи его испытание. Пройди сквозь чрево
Walk through the
мертвеца.
belly of the dead.
Умри и
Die.
воскресни.
And be reborn. I'll read it to you guys. Don't worry.
Ну что, готов?
Well, are you ready? No! Stop! Wait! Liko!
У тебя
You have
гость
guessed! One-Eyed Liko. Wishlist now on Steam. The show's still going on? Dude. Yeah.
One-Eyed Liko is coming soon, and you can wishlist it on Steam.
All right, we're closing in on the end of the show.
Whoop.
But
No.
that doesn't mean we don't have any tricks left up our sleeve.
Yeah, you know, this game was revealed at Gamescom last year, but we've seen nothing else about it until now.
If I have a feeling of what this if it's just that if it's
Sometimes things don't go as planned. And sometimes
Well, I can do a great Kermit the Frog voice. Run, everybody! There's a killer in here! Ah! Have you had any nausea or headaches?
Digging. Always searching for answers we should have never asked.
Is this the game that came from that Ukrainian studio? That was like the most anticipated game last year during this shit? And I thought it was going to be coming out within like a year, and it's still not out? Or is this a whole different game?
Understanding to push what we don't know when something.
I'm blanking on the name of it, but if I see the name of it, I would know. I think it's number 2 in the series.
There's something we can do.
They're developing a Warzone. I know they're developing a Warzone. I'm asking if that's the same game, because that's what I think this is. But it might not be. It is not that. Okay, it's not that. Never mind. It's a whole different game.
Retrieval is a haunting horror adventure built in Unreal Engine 5, and it's coming soon to PC and consoles.
Well, unfortunately, that also means our Gamescom showcase has come to an end.
No!
Off, Alex, thank you. It was great hosting with you.
Oh, it's been an absolute privilege.
Well, it's been my honor.
Well, you know now we're Outlaws for Laugh. I'd also like to thank everyone at home for tuning in.
Retrieval.
You might want to stick around, though, as even though we're getting out of here, the Future Game Show expansion pack is coming up right after this.
What?
With even more trailers and deep dives into games like Post-Trauma and Tiny Glade.
Hey, don't miss it. There'll also be some follow-up content on GamesRadar.com.
Hey, May.
As well as our FGS
Only an hour,
social
40
channels
minutes
on
late.
YouTube and TikTok. And make sure you follow up on any games that caught your eye today.
I had a
Drop
handful
wish
catch
list,
my eye.
Play the demos, or just show the developers some love on social media.
I had a handful catch
Every
my
little
eye.
bit helps.
It really does. I'm Alex McKenna.
And I'm Ned Luke.
And this has been the Future Game Show at Gamescom 2024.
What?
I didn't stare at it once. I'll be honest with you. Well, YouTube Let's Play, that's this. We're not watching the expansion pack because we didn't pay.
Friends, and welcome to the Future Game Show.
We didn't pay for the expansion pack. So YouTube Let's Play, thanks for watching. Everyone says L. I honestly didn't think that was that bad. So, yep. I didn't pay for this DLC.